think there are many different qualities that make up a great team, but three of the most important, I think, are trust. You've got to trust implicitly the people who are working around you. You've got to communicate very well. And also you've got to have diversity in your team, because otherwise you're all just reinforcing everybody else's ideas. So if you don't have that blue skies thinking, that spread of ideas, then you're not going to perform well as a team.
The first thing they test actually is what they call the hard skills. These are things like your concentration levels and your memory retention, spatial awareness, a bit of maths, a bit of physics. But it's all tested in just one day. And then the remainder of the year-long selection process, it's all about the soft skills. It's teamwork, it's leadership, followership, communication, a bit of psychological profiling.
Good leaders need to be leaders first and foremost, not managers, and there's a difference. Leaders need to have the vision, they need to inspire people, and they need to have a clear path towards that common goal and motivate people towards that common goal as well. But you've also got to stop and listen to the people who you're leading, and you've got to learn as well. You've got to learn from mistakes, and you've got to be able to identify them and be able to move forward. There are many difficult parts of the journey to becoming an astronaut and flying to space. Actually, in terms of a skill, I found particularly learning a foreign language very difficult. I had to learn Russian and become fluent in that. But also being away from friends and family as well for a long period of time, not just during spaceflight, but during the training period as well, was particularly challenging. I'm hugely supportive of people following their dreams, aiming high, and really being passionate about what they do. And when I speak to young people in schools and colleges and universities, it's about trying to identify, what is it that really drives you, what motivates you. That's what you're going to be really good at, and that's what you need to follow. But also, it can be a long journey as well. It's all right to have small dreams, so you don't have to have this big dream that's 20, 30 years ahead of you. I've tended to work in a kind of 2-year increment and accomplish smaller dreams along the way. I think I've always been ambitious and driven, yes. I've always been quite adventurous. I've always wanted to really explore and to try and push my limits and find out what I'm capable of. And I think as a pilot, I was able to do that, becoming a test pilot and spending many years really having an incredibly rewarding career. And I didn't at the time realise that was going to be a path to a dream job, of course, becoming an astronaut.